Okay, let's talk about something that's probably in your home right now, but you maybe haven't given it a second thought. Leftover medications. We're going to break down the really simple, safe ways to get rid of them and why it's so important for protecting our homes and our loved ones.
So just think for a second, what's actually in your medicine cabinet? You know, that old bottle of painkillers from a dental procedure, or maybe an antibiotic you never finished. We all have them. But those forgotten bottles, they can be a hidden danger just waiting to happen.
First up, there's the risk. The risk that these medications could end up in the wrong hands, taken by someone they were never, ever meant for. Then, there's harm. The absolutely heartbreaking thought of a child or a pet accidentally getting into them. And in the most serious cases, there's just plain danger. The FDA warns that misuse of these drugs can lead straight to addiction, overdose, or even death.
So yeah, that danger in your cabinet, it's real, and it's in millions of homes. But here's the most important thing to remember. All of these risks are 100% preventable. So how do we do it? Well, it all starts with getting rid of them the right way.
All right, let's get into the solution. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, they have a really clear guide for this. And right at the very top of their list, the absolute best, safest option is to use a drug take-back program.
This really lays it all out. It's a simple, three-step approach that's all about safety. Option number one, the best one, is always a take-back location. If you just can't do that, you then check a very specific flush list, and only as a last resort should you even think about using your household trash, and even then, there are rules. So let's walk through each one. So what even is a take-back option? Well, there are actually three super easy ways to do it. You've got these periodic events, like the ones the DEA hosts nationwide. There are also permanent drop-off boxes, often right in your local pharmacy or police station, and some places will even give you prepaid mail-back envelopes. It's really convenient.
And finding one of these spots is so easy. I mean it. You can literally just pull out your phone, open up a map, and search drug disposal near me. You'll have a list of safe, official places in seconds.
Okay, but what if a take-back location just isn't an option for you? That brings us to the second choice, the flush list. Now, I really have to stress this. This is only for a very small, very specific list of medicines that are considered incredibly dangerous if someone were to find them in the trash.
And here's why that list exists. This quote from the FDA says it all. These drugs can be fatal with just one single dose if they're taken by the wrong person. So the goal here is to get them out of the house immediately and permanently to prevent a tragedy.
This gives you an idea of what we're talking about. Really powerful drugs like fentanyl, oxycodone, and morphine. The thinking is simple. If your medicine is on this specific list, flushing it is the safest way to prevent a horrible accident. But, and I can't say this enough, if your drug is not on the list, you do not flush it, period.
And that brings us to our final option, the one you should only use as an absolute last resort. If you can't get to a take-back program and your medicine is not on that flush list, then you can use your household trash. But you have to do it the right way.
The FDA has 4 clear steps for this. 1. Mix the medicine with something gross, like dirt. Use cat litter or old coffee grounds. And don't crush the pills. The whole point is to make it unappealing. 2. Put that whole mixture into a sealed plastic bag. 3. Throw the bag into your regular trash. And 4, and this is so important for your privacy, completely scratch out all your personal information from the prescription bottle before you toss it.
So, we've covered the how of getting rid of these medications, but now we need to talk about the deeper why. Because cleaning out your medicine cabinet, it's about so much more than just tidying up. It is a powerful act of prevention.
So, why is this so important? Why are we talking about this? Because every single bottle that we get rid of safely is a potential crisis that we just stopped in its tracks. It's a small step you can take to protect the people you care about.
And here's the real takeaway. Safe disposal is prevention. It's about stopping a problem before it can ever start. But we have to be honest and acknowledge that for so many families, the conversation is already past prevention. For them, the journey is now about recovery. And that's a different path altogether, one that requires courage, support, and a ton of hope.
And that's where we want to end this, on that note of hope and on the path to recovery. Because when someone is struggling with addiction, just knowing where to turn for help can be the one thing that changes everything. One of the most important resources on this journey is something called outpatient treatment. So, what does that mean? Well, it's a type of treatment that allows you to get the help you need while still living your life, going to work, being with your family. It's care that fits into your world, instead of taking you out of it. And this is exactly where an organization like Recovery CNT comes in. Their entire mission is to provide that support. They use safe, proven medical treatments to help with the physical side of recovery. They give you personalized care in small groups so you're not just a number. And, crucially, they bring the family into the healing process and even have special programs for people in high-stress jobs who are facing their own unique struggles.
So if any of this sounds familiar, if it's you or maybe someone you love who's on this path, please just hear this. You are not alone. It takes so much courage to ask for help, but taking that one brave step forward is how a whole new life begins. Help is right here. It's waiting for you. You can call Recovery CNT at 1-732-484-9661. Let me say that again, 1-732-484-9661. Or you can visit their website at recoverycnt.com. The path to recovery is real, and it starts with this one brave step.